Hi everybody, welcome back to another fun week of grammar. Hope you've been practicing your complex and compound sentences and memorizing your prepositions and subordinating conjunctions. Just memorizing these things is going to continue to help you to learn how to label and diagram them when the time comes and on your tests and homework. So let's begin with the first sentence. Our first sentence says, "The first battle was fought under the stars." So we can see that our subject here is going to be battle. The battle is the main character of this sentence, subject to noun. And our verb is going to be fought. Now this verb is a verb intransitive. There's no action being transferred. It's an intransitive verb. We see that was is going to be a helping verb. This verb, a helping verb, just gives context to the other verbs in the sentence, so it makes it make sense too, because it wouldn't make sense if our sentence said, "The first battle fought under the stars." We need the word was. It's our helping verb. He's going to give a hand to the other verb in the sentence. First is going to be an adjective. It's modifying battle. And the is going to be an article adjective, also modifying battle, saying which battle, the battle, what kind of battle, first battle. Now we know under the stars, that's going to be a prepositional phrase. And you know this because you've been memorizing your prepositions, and you see the word under and you think, oh, that's on my list. Stars is going to be the object of the preposition, and the is an article adjective. So let's diagram. Our subject is going to be battle, and our verb phrase is was fought. Remember, with a helping verb, you just put it on the same line as your intransitive or transitive verb. Then we have the word the, modifying battle, and first is an adjective, also modifying battle. Now this prepositional phrase is modifying was fought. It's showing where the battle was fought, and it was fought under the stars. Now the modifies stars. It's an article adjective, saying which stars? The stars. Now we know that this is going to be a simple sentence. A simple sentence only has one independent clause that stands alone. We also can see that this is a declarative sentence. Our second sentence says, Mrs. Cook watched the movie while she knitted. So we know that there's multiple different clauses in this, and you should see while, and remember that this is a subordinating conjunction, which indicates that this is a dependent clause, meaning it's a complex sentence. So we know that while she knitted is going to be our dependent clause. The subordinating conjunction makes it so it can't stand alone. It needs the other part of the sentence, the independent clause, for it to make sense. So Mrs. Cook watched the movie is our independent clause, and while she knitted is our dependent clause. So let's go on to label it. The subject of the first part of the sentence is Mrs. Cook. She's the one doing the action here. What is she doing? Miss Cook watched. So we know that watched is going to be our verb. What type of verb is this, though? Well, did she watch something? Yes, she did. So we know that this is a verb transitive, and it's transferring the action to movie, which is our direct object. The is an article adjective. Now we already know that while is our subordinating conjunction. She is a subject pronoun. Knitted is going to be our intransitive verb. So let's diagram this. By now you guys are professionals at diagramming complex sentences. So Miss Cook is our subject, and watched is a verb. Verb transitive. transferring the object to movie. The modifies movie. Mrs. Cook watched the movie. Now our second clause. She is our subject pronoun, and knitted is an intransitive verb. And remember, we connect these clauses with our subordinating conjunction and a slanted line. Now we know that this is a complex sentence, and it is a declarative sentence. Our third sentence says, sketch a dog and a cat. We can already see that this is a command, someone telling someone to do something. So our subject here is going to be our favorite, the understood you, which is a subject pronoun. It's not stated, but it's understood that person one is talking to you. So our verb here is going to be sketch. And are we sketching something? Yes. So it's a transitive verb, because we know there's a direct object. Actually, in this case, there are two direct objects, because we are sketching both a dog and a cat. So, and is going to be a conjunction for our direct objects, and we have two article adjectives, a and a. So we know we just diagram this as we would a normal sentence. You is our subject. Sketch, remember that sketch is still going to be capitalized just as it is in the sentence. Put up a short line for our direct object, and we have a compound direct object, so we're just going to fill it in with the rocket like we do. And the conjunction leads the way. A modifies dog, which dog? A dog. And A modifies cat. So is this a simple, complex, or compound sentence? This is, of course, going to be a simple sentence because there's only one independent clause here. Even though there is a compound direct object, we still just have one independent clause. It's still a simple sentence. And this is going to be an imperative sentence because it is a command. Now our last sentence says, the silly children ran and they swam in the ocean. So we need to distinguish the types of clauses here. We see that this is going to be an independent clause. The silly children ran and they swam in the ocean is also going to be an independent clause. So we know that this is a compound sentence joined by a coordinating conjunction. So let's begin to label. The subject of the first clause is children. Children are the ones running or performing the action, so that's subject noun. Ran is going to be an intransitive verb. The is an article adjective modifying children, saying which children? The children. And silly is also modifying children. It's describing how they are. So silly is going to be an adjective. We know and is a conjunction. And that they is a subject. Is it a noun or a pronoun? Well, we know it's going to be a pronoun because they is a word that takes the place of the word children. What's the action here? The verb here is going to be swam. We know it's intransitive. And you know that in the ocean is a prepositional phrase. So in is going to be our preposition. Ocean is the object of the preposition, and the is an article adjective. So to diagram the first clause, it's just going to be children as the subject. What are they doing? They are running. The children ran. The modifies children, and silly also modifies children. They is the subject pronoun of the second clause. They swam. And where did they swim? They swam in the ocean. This is our prepositional phrase. The modifies ocean. It's telling which ocean? The ocean. And it's connected by a coordinating conjunction. And remember, this is how we connect a compound sentence. So we know that this sentence is compound, and it is a declarative sentence. Alright, guys. Good job practicing all of this. So I just encourage you guys to keep practicing your complex and compound sentences. Make sure you are absolutely positive you know the differences between them. And if not, you can go back and watch this video and the ones before, because that'll give a lot of clarity on that. Continue working on your subordinating conjunctions and memorizing your prepositions, and you'll definitely be ready for your next test. Good job, guys.